Time for my October TBR. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Zach with Zacks Books, and today I've got for you my October TBR. First and foremost, I will say that due to a lot of things happening in previous months, August and September, we are not going to be doing Zocktober this year. So just a lot of things happened early in September, late in August, and that's when we were planning to do preparation and filming, and just too much stuff was going on. So Zocktober will not be happening this year. We really wanted to do it this year, but things came up. So yeah, I am only doing 5 books for the TBR because I want to save some space for like other reads I want to have. Like I want to tackle a lot of Goosebumps. We did have a bunch of Goosebumps stuff lined up for Zocktober, and I discovered that Audible released a whole bunch of them with audiobooks. So I'm gonna probably take down a bunch of those, hopefully, along with these 5 books. We will link these 5 books down below. And also down there is the podcast, the Bookstagram, the Patreon, Danielle's channel, and all that other fun stuff down there. So check it out, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into the books. All right, so the first one up is Halloween Land by Kevin J. Kennedy. This is just a little Halloween novella that we had picked up, and it sounded kind of intriguing, and one of the characters' names is Zach. He spells it wrong, but it's fine. An action-packed coming-of-age horror tale full of twists, turns, and unexpected adventures. This tale is full of mystery, fun, magic, tension, and dread. Step up for the ride. Give your ticket to the clown. She'll show you a good time. No one can say where you will end up, but it'll be a wicked ride. I mean, it sounds very intriguing. It's very short. The spacing on this is insanely large. So I don't think this will take that long. I don't think I've read a book by this author before, so this will be a new read. I'm excited to get into this one. It sounds intriguing, and obviously we're in spooky season, so Halloween Land, duh. So yeah, there you have the first book, Halloween Land by Kevin J. Kennedy. All right, so the next one up is All Hallows by Christopher Golden. So if you have watched this channel before, which I hope you have, I have read Ararat and Road of Bones by this author, and I hated both of those. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I really did not like either of those books. But as you guys know, as I did with Alex North, I will give a third chance as need be. 3 strikes, you're out. I used to play baseball. And so this one is New York Times bestselling Bram Stoker award-winning author. I don't know how. Christopher Golden is best known for his supernatural thriller set in deadly distant locales. But in this suburban Halloween drama, Golden brings the horror home. So Halloween themed, obviously, like I just said in the last book, spooky season. I'm all for it, and I'm intrigued to get with this. This cover looks really cool, as did the one for Road of Bones, and I just did not enjoy that story. I didn't enjoy Ararat either. I don't know. I'm hoping this one is going to be different. Like I said, with Alex North, he had the same issue where the first 2 books were not that good, and then the 3rd book was good enough. I actually think I really liked it, but I don't remember like almost anything about it. That's like depressing, but whatever. This book, like I said, I'm intrigued with it. I want to see where it goes, and hopefully this one will work for me. I have high hopes for this one because I really would like to like Christopher Golden here. So, but yeah, there you have All Hallows by Christopher Golden. All right, next up is So Thirsty by Rachel Harrison. I'm gonna try and not get a glare on this. So Rachel Harrison is an author I've read before. I've read 2 of her works, Black Sheep, which I believe I gave 4 stars, and The Return, which I actually really like that book. That was one of the first books I did, and Danielle and I both read that book. I think we both gave it 4 stars, I believe. There's another book she has out called Cackle, and that's a bit more like Halloween themed, so I don't know if I'm going to read that one, but this one's the more newer release, so my aim is to do this one. A woman must learn to take life by the throat after a night out leads to irrevocable changes in this juicy, thrilling novel from the USA Today bestselling authors such as Sharp Teeth, that was the other one, and Black Sheep. I've not read Sharp Teeth either. So I am very intrigued with this. Like I said, Rachel Harrison has been a good author for me so far. unfortunately, unlike the last one. So I'm very intrigued to get with this one and see where this one goes because, like I said, I like Rachel Harrison. She's written 2 good books for me, and I'm very excited about it. So there you have So Thirsty by Rachel Harrison. All right, the next book is technically a continuation for me. It's one that I started and I set it aside just because I was not fully getting into it, but I'm hoping to push through and actually read this one. There is another one that I'm contemplating from this author, but I'm already like 30 pages into this one and I really would like to finish it. And that is From Below by Darcy Coates. If you have watched my channel, you know full well that Darcy Coates is one of my favorite authors. She has written banger after banger after banger for me, and I don't think I've rated anything 3 stars. I think everything's been 4 or 5. I don't know if there is a 3-star. Anyway, I started this one, got to page 52, and then I just put it down. I didn't want to read it. I think after I picked this up, I think there was a book I started that, I think it was a Stephen King reread. I think I put it down and I picked up The Shining or something like that. I don't remember. I started this a while ago. So in this one, no light, no air, no escape, hundreds of feet beneath the ocean surface, a graveyard waits. As far as I remember, there was a ship that is like going down under, well, there's a ship that like sank, and there's like a team that's like trying to like find it, and like all this weird stuff is going on. We've met one team, and then there's a time jump to like back when the ship was still like active, I think. I don't believe I'm going to need to restart this, but if I do, I do. I think I only read like a half hour, 45 minutes of it, so not the end of the world if I need to. But I want to get back into this book. I like I said, a lot of stuff she's written I have thoroughly enjoyed. The other one I'm contemplating is Gallows Hill. I don't know if I want to start a new one with Gallows Hill or continue with this one. I'm going to say this one just because I want to finish it. But if you had Gallows Hill and From Below, which one would you recommend for me? Let me know in the comments down below. But I'm leaning more towards this one just because I've already started it. But yeah, there you have From Below by Darcy Coates. All right, up last is going to be the King reread, and quite honestly, there really is not a better choice for October, in my opinion, than to reread the scariest book I think he has ever written, Pet Sematary. As you can see by my shirt, there's church. So, Pet Sematary, we are following the Creed family as they move into a new home, and basically a tragedy strikes the family. And it's a terrifying story. Like I said, we're following the Creed family. Tragedy happens. First, there's like a little like side tragedy. The cat dies, but I'm more of a dog person. But from that point on, there is a road, like a little like trail in their new backyard that leads to a place called the Pet Cemetery. The neighbor who lives across a very dangerous highway, named Judd Crandall, who again is probably one of my favorite Stephen King characters ever, kind of explains the situation, how it works. But then there is a place beyond the Pet Cemetery, the Micmac Burial Ground, where if you bury something, it might come back. Obviously, I've read this book. I've read this twice, actually, and I've given it 5 stars both times. The main purpose for me wanting to reread it this time is I was told that once you have a child and you read this book, it hits way different than when you didn't have a child. And since then, we've had Maverick, and I want to, I don't like want to experience like more sadness with this book, but at the same time, like I have to for the fans. And I personally think this is sitting at number 4 of my all-time favorite Stephen King books. My top, even my top 4 is just like so aggravating because they would be number 1 on any given day of the week. But like, I just can't, I don't know, I hate my top 4. But this book, I don't know if it will be it. I don't know if it will beat The Shining. I don't know if it will beat 11/22/63. At one point it did, and now that we've had Maverick, maybe this hits so much different than the first 2 times I read it that maybe it does. I don't know. Either way, I'm very excited to get to this book, and I definitely want to read this. Another one I might pick up this month for October is maybe Salem's Lot, just because that's another, no, Revival. Maybe Revival, because that's another really dark one. But regardless, I'm going to be reading Pet Sematary. I 100% need to do this book because it is the epitome of spooky, scary stuff. So there you have Pet Sematary by Stephen King. All right, so those are the 5 books I have planned for the month of October. Again, always subject to change. And again, I am planning to try and read some more Goosebumps. I'm on a quest to read the original 62. I think there's 62 of them. Goosebumps books, and I think I'm up to like 12 or 13, maybe. And again, they're really short books, but yeah. So I will also be trying to include some of those at certain points. And yeah, again, like I said earlier, we're not going to be doing October this year. Just point blank, just not happening. Too much stuff going on. But yeah, very exciting stuff. Again, we'll have these 5 books linked down below if you're intrigued with any of them. What are you planning to read for the month of October? Let me know in the comments. If you've read any of these 5 books, let me know your thoughts down in the comments as well. Keep them spoiler-free for the others. And yeah, besides that, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Later.